2%. That figure will loom large in our mission to slay the inflation dragon. Hi, I'm John McNeil, and this is the Invest Strong Network. Welcome. All right. So, in the nomenclature of financial terms, certain terms have dramatic emphasis on the threats to your wealth. You will frequently hear words like crash, collapse, depression, right? Meant to emphasize a dramatic impact, wealth destroying impact on either the economy in general or your finances in particular. But there is a dragon out there that is slowly, incipiently eating away at your wealth on a day-to-day basis. And it is just as critical to take it down than to avoid a crash or collapse or depression or anything like that. That word is inflation, right? Now, inflation has a tendency of really punishing those persons, the very people who are most responsible, most fastidious in their dealings, right? So we're talking about savers, people who have saved for retirement or for college education or to buy a home, or, you know, people who've worked hard and saved. If they keep their funds in a non-interest bearing account at a bank, or if they stuff it under their mattress at home or keep it in a safe or something like that, each year in the United States of America anyway, inflation is ripping away 2% of the purchasing power of their money, right? And that's over time that can have a devastating effect on your wealth. It's like termites eating at the very foundation of your home, right? You have to arrest it. Here's the good news. It's actually as easy as pie to do, right? And it's within the grasp of every single person hearing this video. So how do we slay the inflation dragon? You go to your computer or your mobile device with internet connection, right? And you tap in this to the Google search engine: high yielding savings accounts. That's what you do. Now, you do that, and it's going to, that search engine is going to pull up a list of mostly non-physical online bank savings accounts that are interest bearing, right? And most of the interest they pay is usually between, say, as of middle February anyway, 2020, is between 1.8% and let's say 2.1%, right? So whether it's Ally Bank or Marcus by Goldman Sachs or CIT Bank or even American Express, they have some. And there are actually some, shall we say, lesser known banks out there that also offer online presence with interest bearing accounts. The one I chose just recently is Brio Direct. That's BRIO Direct. It's actually a savings account operated by Sterling National Bank out of Long Island, New York. Now, here I am. I live in Houston, Texas. There's certainly no Sterling National Banks around here, but that's okay. The account is yielding a flat 2%, right? They have no minimum balance to maintain. That's sweet. Also, there's no lockup period for your funds. That's important because if you're like me, you're constantly on the prowl for the next investment. You don't want anything locking up your funds while you do that, right? This account and their brethren are FDIC insured up to $250,000. That is important also, right? And most of these accounts have a fee-free arrangement, right? Now, you might incur some fees if you either make too many withdrawals, or if there are perhaps checking privileges attached to it or something like that, that might create some fees. But most of these have a fee-free structure. That is also very sweet, right? And now you say, well, if there are no physical banks around, physical branches, how do you conduct your business? Well, for me, that actually is very important because I'm in a couple of businesses that generate quite a bit of cash, right? And so I have elected to retain my non-interest bearing Chase Bank account, right? And of course, there are Chase Bank branches on just about every corner here in Houston. So you can go there, deposit your money, your cash in the local Chase branch, right? Then using your mobile device or computer at home, you can transfer those funds to your interest-bearing account and have it, defeat inflation. And then when you need access to it, you just transfer it back and utilize it. Easy as pie, right? And by doing that, you slay the inflation dragon. This is critical for people who save money. That's, myself, and I'm sure there are other people out there that, have saved up quite a bit of funds, and whether it's for retirement or college or to buy a car or a home or something like that, or even to make an investment like myself. While that money sits, you need to be drawing some kind of return on it. And you want to target that 2% number to do it. And it's easy to do, right? So just tap that into the search engine, high yielding savings accounts, peruse the list, choose one that you like. Now you will need to become familiar with the technology, and that's something I had to learn. But hey, the few minutes it takes to become familiar with the technology, well worth the long-term benefit. All right. So hope you've been able to utilize it, and hopefully we together will defeat this inflation dragon. Thank you much.